Hello and welcome to the Long Island Weather Update. Yes, I'm a little late tonight. I said I would be. Luckily, you're even having a weather update, but luckily I had the colonoscopy and it went. You know, it, it was pretty easy. It was. You know, you don't really feel a thing. So, and I'll talk more about it when I do my mental health update. But let's talk about the weather here. Today we had a partly sunny day. Sometimes mostly sunny at times. We had a actually pretty nice sky today. With these nice puffy white cumulus clouds, maybe even cumulus congestus clouds in the sky. It was really pretty. And you can see here really nice nice skies, all in all, very nice. So really nice blue skies in between the clouds today. So the air quality was good. It was actually better than yesterday. It felt like the humidity was just a tad lower as well. But then the clouds kind of built as we got later on into the day. We started seeing more of the cirrus come in. And this was from all these thunderstorms that you saw on the satellite that we're going to be talking about here. Mostly rain for us, but to our west, they actually did wind up getting some thunderstorms out of it. Nothing severe, but there was some heavy rain. So you could see the cirrus as we got to sunset coming in here. You can see it kind of blanketing the sky there a little bit. Coming in there, really kind of pretty looking, actually. That's all the blow off from all the thunderstorms. So you see, we had a lot of instability, and here comes this wave right here. You see it right there, and that's what triggered all the showers and thunderstorms this evening. Let's take a look at the radar right now. You see, we do have some showers and thunderstorms. Did see some lightning to the north, and I heard a distant thunder, rumble of thunder, but looks like most of it's now over the Long Island Sound, and then there's another pretty strong cell. Looks like south of Ocean Beach and Fire Island. The rest is just shower activity for the most part. But these thunderstorms are actually pretty impressive. They weren't severe, but we're going to actually roll back the radar a little bit and show you what it looked like earlier. So go to the radar rewind, and we'll take this back to 4 o'clock. And you can start seeing some of the activity in Pennsylvania as we got to at 5. You see a whole bunch of it developing there in eastern Pennsylvania around Philadelphia there. Some pretty strong showers and thunderstorms. Nothing severe, though I did see some white spots here, which might have indicated some hail. Here we are at 7:10. Storms moving in, 8 o'clock. Looks like central Jersey. Edison's getting hit pretty hard here. And then there's a cell that kind of goes over Staten Island. And then it does the split as it always does as it hits the marine air. And then the northern part of the storm still stayed thunderstorm, mostly the North Shore at 10 o'clock. And we're going to go take a look at the current conditions outside right now. And temperatures have dropped, I think, following that line. They have dropped quite a bit. So 64 was the temperature at Islip. The wind shifted back to the west. And we did wind up getting a sea breeze today, actually, in the afternoon. So that probably helped inhibit the activity a little bit. We'll look at what it was like at Islip today. And you can see earlier on we had a west wind, but then right around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the wind shifted to the south-southwest, and that brought in a sea breeze. Dew points were lower for most of the day today, but they did come up with the rain, of course, as a result of that rain and that moisture coming up ahead of of this. So let's take a look at our highs and lows. It looks like we do have a flood advisory in some parts of the area, so we'll have to see how much rainfall has fallen in those areas where there are flood advisories. You can see highs on Long Island generally in the mid-70s across the area. And then as you head west toward New York City, you get closer to 80 degrees. Let's see how New Jersey did. 81. It's a little bit warmer there. Not too much of a temperature difference today due to the mostly offshore flow. And we had lows. Looks like West Hampton got down to 48, but everybody else pretty much in the upper 50s to low 60s. And we will now go and look at precipitation. Let's see who got the rain tonight. So all we got to do is 6-hour precipitation. It should show us here where the rain has fallen. So you can see here, south not as much, but North Shore got a little more, 0.52 in Syosset. Not much of anything in Suffolk County. And these are the areas where the flood advisory are. As you can see, some of these areas have gotten over an inch. So these storms have had some pretty heavy rain in them over, looks like, northeastern New Jersey. And let's go for a little further south here into, again, southern New Jersey, not that much, but you can see where the storms did hit central Jersey. seeing that ½ inch to 1 inch in some areas, even more precipitation. We're going to go look at the winter map here as well, so we can pull up some more precipitation numbers. Just adding to what has been a pretty rainy month. So let's see. Yep, some of those areas definitely. Essex County got some amounts over 1 inch. Looking at Long Island, heavier rain seems to be toward the North Shore, less toward the South Shore, and barely anything out east. I'm kind of curious, though, because the temperature, when we got that rain, the temperature dropped. Like, I looked at my alley temperature, and it went down a lot. So let's see. We had when that rain hit around 10 o'clock, let's see. If we had a drop. Yes, we did. So right around when that rain hit, we were in the upper 60s, and then the temperature dropped to 61. And there was actually a couple of decent wind gusts with this, so I actually was able to bring the temperature down in the alley. So I noticed the temperature dropped in the alley. So there was some decent wind with this little system as well. There's a little trough here that came through, a little bit of a breeze, you could say. So nothing severe, though. I don't think we have any storm reports or anything like that from these storms. But let's look at the climatology for today. Ice slip, high of 77 and a low of 59. 5 degrees above normal for the day. Central Park, a high of 76 and a low of 61. 2 degrees above normal for the day. So let's take a look and see what's going to be happening as we go into tomorrow. And I'll talk about the weekend, obviously, probably more. Well, we can talk a little bit about it now, but I'll talk more about it probably on Friday night. You see this little wave coming through here. It could keep some rain chances through the morning, and then we should dry out in the afternoon. And then after that, we have a stretch of dry weather. Imagine that. So most of Thursday, Friday dry, Saturday dry, and Sunday dry too as well. And if we can make it through the entire day Sunday without any rain falling, we'll finally have broken the streak of 16 weekends. That's right. We've had 16 weekends in a row with rainfall. So maybe this weekend we're finally going to break that. So let's go to the HRRR. HRRR here. The 0Z run of the HRRR. So you see there's that rain over us. It could be lingering around for the early morning hours, and then it gets on out of here. And then for Friday, look at Friday. It's actually generating another bit of activity. Still got this instability, this cold pool aloft that's keeping the instability around. So let's just take a look at the sounding it for a minute, and you see a little bit of that instability there. So you do see it a little bit, and that's why we could see even it might be an isolated shower overnight, maybe Friday night. So then I guess that's not a completely dry stretch if we have a drop of rain. But other than that, it's very scattered. And then as we go into Friday, we are very nice indeed. So we have very nice weather for Friday. You can see no precipitation there at all. So looking at dew points and wind flow, see the dew points are up there. They've risen a little bit. But tomorrow, they're going to start dropping, especially as we get toward noon and afternoon. You're going to see the dew points back off into the 40s. Perhaps there may be a sea breeze in the afternoon. They have possibility there could be one. So that could maybe bring the dew points up a little bit. But generally it's drier. And then we get and then Friday we really get into some nice dry air with dew points in the 40s perhaps. That will be very comfortable indeed. And you can see, you say it was a little more comfortable. Yesterday it was still a little bit of humidity. Today was less humid. So we're going down the ladder of humidity. We're going down into drier air. So for Thursday, temperatures are going to be cool on the cool side. Highs probably only low to mid 70s. Probably a little cooler than today. And then tomorrow night we're going to drop into the 50s. Tonight we're probably not going to wind up dropping that much. Tomorrow night should be pretty cool, but probably not where I'm at. Not in that alley. And then for Friday, still staying cool. Highs generally mid 70s, low to mid 70s. So still staying on the cool side for those days. Now, as far as cloud cover goes, tomorrow I think we're going to have some cloud cover to start and then less toward later in the day. So let's go and look at that. Let's go to the RGEM for that. So here we go for the RGEM. You see starting off with clouds, and then as we get toward the afternoon, there'll be less clouds. There'll still be some clouds around, but it won't be terrible. And then Friday should be a mostly sunny day. Shouldn't be too many clouds. Maybe some scattered high clouds And as you get into Saturday, we might see it still doesn't really look like it's showing a whole lot of cloud cover here. So I think we'll have a decent amount of sunshine both days. Now, if we want to talk about Saturday, I've got to go back to the GFS for this. This is the GFS, by the way, cloud cover map. All right. Obviously not quite as good, but you'll see as we get towards Sunday, that's when we may have to deal with some more clouds. Temperatures, and we'll look at the dew points and wind flow. So as we get into Saturday, you'll see the wind start to shift a little more. Let's see, we're still got a light wind there from the southeast. Still relatively dry air. We start to see the air mass change a little bit as we get into Sunday. That's going to bring in some more humidity and change the quality of the air we have around here. It will get warmer as a result of that too as well. Going through the weekend here, so we're going to start warming up, probably closer to 80 on Saturday, and probably closer to probably again around 80 on Sunday, limited by the clouds. But then as we get into Monday, that's when things are going to warm up a little bit. We're going to get into a little more humidity for next, but nothing really crazy. It's showing some warmth, but the temperatures aren't all that hot. But it will be on the humid side, and that could mean more rain chances with a southerly flow there. It looks like an easterly flow, whatever's setting up. So I'll just look at the precipitation, just give you a little peek into next week here. And Sunday we're going to have to watch possibly for something later Sunday. And now if it does wind up raining at some time Sunday, then this will be the 17th weekend in a row with precipitation. But next week, looks like it starts off dry. And then we got to worry about the cutoff low as we get toward the end of next week there. You kind of see it there. But you know what? I'm not going to talk about that now. Enjoy the nice weather. And I guess that's about it. So thanks for watching and a good night.